is maybe one of the largest paintings known, that we know of. I think there's another really large one in I believe it's the Taiwan Cooperative Bank on Nanjing Donglu. In their lobby, they have a really huge painting of his. But this is I don't know what we're going to do with this when we move. But it was so large they had to make a diptych of it. He just enjoyed that process of taking maybe a smaller painting that he would do and revisiting it. It was because he could remember what it was by looking at that painting that he did. He could remember what it was like to be there and visualize it and render it that first time. He never lost the charm in re-rendering something off of one of his works. However, like I said, he would never use a photograph or his imagination. He would use an existing work. But so I would imagine that painting this was very much like being there again for him, since he saw his paintings that way. In contrast to this, where he'll put in colors and then make them pop. This was actually also painted in Portage Lakes, Ohio. He rendered this in later. I have a photograph of the location. My old house used to be right here, just out of view on the lake, and then it went around to another cove, and on the other side there were our other homes. There is no windmill there. However, he did like to take what he saw and then alter some things, to create a mood. It actually does give the negative space in this composition a little something for your eye to fall to. Otherwise it's a pretty empty space. That reminds me of that explosion of color and the inability to really differentiate detailed rendered items. This is very similar to what I saw that day with the little spots that actually ended up being probably very large trees, but from my perspective, tiny little orange dots along a hillside of never-ending orange dots. This is another one of my favorite paintings in the museum. His last trip overseas was to Germany. And so this is, it doesn't say as much, but I'm sure this is another one of his last international paintings. He did, I believe that was in 1988, and then he passed away in 1995. He did do many more paintings in Taiwan, and then as he got more ill, he did more still lifes and things from his bed or chair this way. But I believe this represents some of the last work that he did abroad. Because he always was more interested in going out and seeing things and taking in those landscapes, still life paintings of his are fairly rare. So this is a pretty uncommon subject matter for him. But the existence of shade, even with the absence of shade rendered in almost any other painting that I've seen, the presence of it here gives me the feeling that he's saying it was really hot that day.
It immediately gives me the impression again of the Mediterranean.
Absolutely,
like
yes.
But with the Catholic overtures, the church in the background, people struggling daily life.
It would also remind North Americans probably of Mexico or parts of South America, especially with the use of donkeys and the Catholicism.